Let's head over to the gym now. Today is Father's Day. Well, it's a bit of a day early, but today's workout is gonna be dedicated to all the fathers out there. So we're gonna try to go as hard as we can. Today's workout is dedicated to my dad. So we're gonna have to go hard. We're gonna have to go hard. Later today, we're gonna take him to a Mexican restaurant. We've already been there before. My parents seem to like it, so I think that Mexican restaurant will do pretty good damage, and we're all gonna like it. I think I'm gonna get the same thing that I usually get. I think it's a grilled chicken with a mix of onions, tomatoes, which is pretty good, and then I get a side of whole pinto beans, hit it with some Mexican rice, and then they have their homemade tortillas, which are beautiful. They're just so good, and we really like them. So that's what we're gonna do a little bit later. Today, my family's gonna come over to the apartment, and then we're gonna go to a Mexican restaurant that's a little bit close by. Now, I have some unfortunate news. Yesterday, when we left to the gym, Jasmine's car was all good and everything was good. You know, the car was parked where it's been parked, and so we usually I'm only gonna be moving it when the street sweeping comes, just because we don't want to give her a ticket while she's on a vacation. But tell me why I got back from the gym and someone broke her side mirror. So literally someone had to drive by either just super careless or whatever, and they ended up just breaking the whole mirror off, and so now it's hanging off of the side on the driver's seat, and so it's just a bit of a mess, man. Me and Jasmine were talking about how she has like the worst luck with cars, and sometimes even just parked. Imagine that. And so now we're gonna have to figure that out a little bit. Let me show you guys a picture here of what the car looks like. Once I got home, man, it was so unfortunate, and then I had to give Jasmine those news while she's on vacation, and no one wants to hear news like that on vacation, so we're gonna try to see what we end up doing. But we're not gonna let it ruin our gym session, our week, or anything. We're just gonna have to deal with that problem as it kind of comes. Really, I think the most important thing is not super stressing over something sometimes and just kind of tackling it on. I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned over the years is just trying to reduce my stress, and that has actually helped me really think about certain solutions and how to work through my problems, because usually when I'm stressing I can't really think, and if I can't think I can't solve my solution. So I think that it's important to not stress and just try to tackle the problem. Although it's a lot easier than it sounds. Obviously, it's hard not to stress, just because things like this are pretty stressful. But you know, try your best to try to look at some of the positive things, even though it cannot always be positive. And so that's been helping me out a lot, because man, before I used to stress out so much, and I would sometimes, it'd be super hard for me to get through certain activities and things like that. And now that I really fixed that up, and we've been trying to really just think of the problem that we're having kind of like an outside point of view, and it's been helping us tackle whatever obstacle we've been coming against. So I've been pretty happy with the way we've been dealing with stressful situations. Now, hopefully we don't find too much traffic on the way over there. It is Father's Day weekend, so I don't know what to expect. Last time on Mother's Day, I was expecting there to not be anyone at the gym, right? I was like, all right, we're going to get there just a tiny bit early. No one's going to be there. Hell nah. Tell me why there were so many people there. It almost felt like folks had the same mindset as me to come in super early. And man, we had to do what we had to do. And so we are hoping that today it's not as packed. It's a little bit less busy, which I am hoping for. Now, today is a back and shoulder day. I am thinking today's going to be, I think pull downs should be pretty good. Our last session on Wednesday was pull-ups. So I think today some pull-downs will be pretty good. And I think we can do some serious damage with that. So I'm thinking we're going to do 3 sets of pull-downs. Then move over to maybe, let's see, maybe those crossbodies that we typically like. I think those will be pretty good. And then we're going to move over to some, what is it? Then we're going to move over to some, man, I'd be forgetting the words of some certain movements, but we're going to be working on rows. There you go. I couldn't think of the small word rows for some reason. But yeah, we're going to be working on rows so we can target our overall back. And so that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Now, I am hoping that if there's not a lot of people, we're going to do some lateral raises, which I am hoping for. So I think some lateral raises with the cable stack will do is good. And then move over to some rear delts with reverse pec deck. I'm thinking that we're actually going to be starting off with the reverse pec deck just because I want to put way more emphasis on my rear delts, just because I want them to grow the most. That's what really gives you that really big back look, and I really want to focus on that a little bit more. And then we're going to move over to some lateral raises. I think that'll be pretty good. All right, so it looks like luck is on our side. While we're crossing this little bit of a tunnel, it looks like there's not that much traffic. So I think this is good news. There hasn't been a lot of folks on the street right now, so we might get lucky. We're also going just a tiny bit later than last time. Last time we went around, I think, 11:30, and I was like, all right, maybe it's a little bit kind of in the middle. There's not going to be no one there. So now we're going around 12:30. So hopefully we hit the jackpot and there's not too many people. Our post-workout is going to be that meal that I mentioned earlier in the car talk at the Mexican spot, because we're going to be meeting up my parents and the family around, when was that? I think 2:30 is when we're meeting them up. So we're going to be good. We are going to be good. We're going to have some solid post-workout. I can't wait. I think I'm most excited about the tortillas because the tortillas just taste so good. Okay. Anyways, you know what's the funniest thing again that I just remember right now? And I told myself, don't forget before you leave. My dumbass forgot to take the pre-workout again. So today's going to have to be a non-pre-workout type of workout. Now, we typically, don't forget, but sometimes the little babies be distracting me, man. They're too cute. They're too damn cute that sometimes I'm like petting them and saying goodbye to them that I completely forget that I have to take the pre-workout. So now we're going to have to do it without the pre-workout, which should be fine. What are we doing? Which should be fine. People are driving pretty crazy today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. People are acting pretty wild. Anyways, let's switch over now and let's head to the gym. Okay. We just got here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more busy than we'd like, so we're just gonna have to move around a little bit more than we would like. We're gonna start off with non-assisted. So hit this one for maybe 2. Try to get as many as we can. And then I'm thinking on the last one, we'll do a little bit of assistance. Just to give us a little bit more of a push to get maybe 2 to 3 more. Wish me luck. Okay. I'm gonna pause that a little bit. I'm gonna take maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. And then we'll hit this one for maybe, I don't know, maybe one or two more. And that should be good. All right, let me take at least 10 more seconds. Okay. I think we do one more. I'm gonna go drink some water. There we go. Okay. Let's do a second set. Like I mentioned, this one's gonna be non-assisted. And then the next one for sure on the last one. We're gonna need a little bit of assistance because this shit's hard. Yeah. On the last one, we do some resistance. For this last one, we're gonna do it with a little bit of resistance. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a close up so you guys can see. I'm thinking maybe we'll just get very minimal. Just to maybe give us a little bit of leverage for maybe an extra 2, 3 reps, hopefully. And just get a little bit better control at the bottom and the top. So we'll see how that feels. I'm gonna take maybe 20, 30 more seconds. Then we'll start up. That's too much. I sometimes forget to change the weight. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're done here. Let's move on to the next one now. So, gonna do it on this side. I think we're gonna stay here for 2, and then hopefully by the time we're done, we get to do the row machine that we really like. If not, hopefully the ones in front of us open up. But we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. I'll show you one of my exercises at Target. Let's try. Let me go grab a weight. I'll be right back. So, the reason I like to use the 70, that'll kind of help keep my foot in place a little bit. Because unfortunately, once you get to a pretty heavy weight, this thing begins to fucking pull you back. And then you lose a little bit of stability, and we're not looking for that. All right. I'm gonna put on the Mighty Purple belt for this one. See how it goes. Let's do our left side first. All right, we're not gonna use this attachment. All right. Wish me luck. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take maybe 20 seconds, and then we'll hit it for the same amount of reps on our right. That was good. Okay, let's do one more just like that. Let's give you guys a bit of a side angle now. I'm gonna take maybe 30 seconds. I'm gonna go drink some water. I'll be right back. I think we're gonna do 60 again. And I think that should be pretty good. Let me bring this out a little bit more. I'm gonna start off with my left, and then I'll match whatever I get there on my right.
Yeah. Well, I got done. Oh, wow. And it's the hard part.
Okay. Let's get 600 right now. And then we're done with this. Let's get 600 right. That one shouldn't be an issue though, because usually my left hand's the weaker one. But you never know. You never know. Okay. That was good. Let's move on to our next one. So, I think for this one in particular, we're gonna stay here for 4. I think that should be pretty good. I'm gonna start off with the upper handles, and then we'll move over to the bottom ones. It seems like it's dying down a little bit at the gym right now, so it's looking pretty bright. I think we're gonna start with maybe 180. We're gonna end up using the Versa grips. Now, I typically don't like using these in particular because they just don't wrap around the bar as well. I'd rather use the other ones, but because I'm getting such a big stretch here, it is so fucking hard to wrap around and set up. So because we don't have a partner, we're gonna have to just do it this way. Let me move the mic real quick before we start. Okay, that's good. What are we on? 7? I think that should be good. I think this should be good. Let's hope these Versa grips don't slip on us, because you guys know what happened last time. Towards the end of our last set, it ended up pulling off, and next thing you know, imagine I pull a fucking shoulder or something. That's the last thing I need. So try to go hard with this and not bust our ass. Let's put some music. Actually, before I forget, and I think I lost my phone. Give me a second. Dang it. Now, I have a tendency of leaving my phone around. Let's do it. Okay. I think I'm gonna drop set that. All right. Let's drop for set it with 160. With 160, I think that should be good. Maybe get 3, 4 more. That should be good. That was good. One more just like that. All right. Now, let's hope that the focus doesn't play us today. And it ends up focusing on our background, because it likes to do that pretty often. Let's take another 15 seconds. And then we'll hit it for the upper handle one more time. And then we'll move over to the bottom handle and see how that feels. Man, with these specific ones, I need to catch my breath, because my chest is pushing so hard against this fucking pad. It's hard to breathe sometimes. All right. On the last one, we did 160, 175, no, 180. I think we can do 165 and try to get a few more reps. Maybe get around, I don't know, 7 to 10 is what I'm hoping for, but really, really solid ones. We're getting a super, super deep stretch and then pulling it back. Okay. Wish me luck.
So, okay, so then no, it's not that fine. It's no, you're right.
There you go. All right, let's go. I'm not excited for this. Whenever I don't take pre-workout too, it makes me so fucking sleepy. All right. Come on. There we go. Wish me luck. We're in the trust. All right. Let's say for maybe 3 or 4 more. Let me fix the focus too, because it's playing us right now. There it goes. I don't know why I like to focus on the background sometimes. Okay. Let's drop down just to 5 pounds, I think. Instead of the 165, we drop the 5. Hit it for 160, maybe 3, 4 more. Okay. Let's go on to the bottom handles now. You hit that one for maybe 2, and then we're done for back already. Now, what we're gonna do now is move over to these bottom handles. I kind of want to do them one hand at a time, to be completely honest with you guys. But I think doing 2 at the same time is gonna be just as good. Honestly, I'm not trying to stress too much about it. Just as long as we go hard, I think we should be good. Let's do 170 for this one. Hope for the best. Now, the goal for this one in particular, I want to keep my elbows as low as possible to target up my lower back as much as possible, my lower lats as well. So ultimately, I just want to keep them as slow as possible and drive in my elbow to get as much back activation and also get that squeeze that we're looking for. All right. Wish me luck. We're almost done too. Today's gonna be a bit of a shorter one. I like days like this, honestly. I hate spending too much time at the gym because, I mean, the gym is all fun and games, but who the hell wants to be stuck here all day? All right, let's do it. Wish me luck. Let's drop sit this. Holy shit. Okay. I think I'm gonna take 15 seconds. And then we'll hit this one for maybe 2, 3 more. I think that should be good. All right. Let's switch that up for you guys. Okay. Let's give you guys a bit of a close up. Now for this next one, I think we're gonna stick to 160 and try to get as many as we can with that. I'm thinking maybe anywhere from 6 to 7. That's what I'm hoping for. If we don't get that, I'm gonna be sad. So let's not be sad on Father's Day. Make sure this thing's on me. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna take 30 seconds and then we'll start this bad boy off. And I'm thinking after this, we'll move over to the reverse pec deck. Do some rear delts first. Oh my god. Before I forget, let me tell you guys, I was scrolling through TikTok and stuff and I noticed that the Ashton Holland speed race. Man, it was like the funniest thing. I don't know what the hell Ashton Holland was thinking. That motherfucker's too damn big to be trying to raise speed. I mean, there's a reason they fucking call him that, so he really did that to himself. And it was so funny to watch. And then I was seeing a bunch of compilations on the TikTok feed. It's been pretty entertaining to see. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. All right, that's enough resting. Let's do our next one. And our last one too. Nah, let's say it's 160s. See how they feel. All I'm thinking about right now is that Mexican food after this. That's gonna fucking hit. All right, I need to cut my nails. I keep hurting myself right now. our raindrops for some fucking reason. Today, things are feeling a little heavy, but that's not gonna stop us. We'll take 10 seconds. We'll head it for maybe 3 more, and we'll be good. I'm already seeing the reverse plate that we're gonna use after this. We'll head over there after. All right, no steps on this one. And look, it's still hard. That's it. Let's go do some shoulders now. Okay. Now, I'm gonna sit here for a total of I'm thinking 4. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna show you guys the first 2. And then, every time we do this one first, I always feel like we're gonna be done with the workout after this, but we still got lateral raises, so we got a bit to go. But either way, shoulders shouldn't take that long. All right, the way I'm gonna do this one is sideways this way, so I can get a little bit more of a stretch, because that's what we're looking for. Let's get 13 on right now. Wish me luck. Nice. Okay. Ooh, I'm balling. Okay. I'm gonna sit here No, I'm gonna go drink some water. But I'm gonna record just the next one, and then I'll see you guys for some ladder races up next. All right, let's get 11 on right now. All right, so you guys throw a right hand. We're gonna listen to ZZ. That was good. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys for some ladder races up next. You can see you for two more. We're gonna do some ladder races here. It ended up dying down a little bit at the gym. I think we're gonna do 4 sets of these total, but I think I'm just gonna record the first two, just so I don't make the video any longer. All right, let's start off with our left. Let's do 20. I think that'll be pretty good. Look for the best. There we go. All right, I guess looking all right. All right. I'm gonna take a fucking pause on that one. And hit it for one more, all right? All right, come on. Nice. All right. I'm thinking on this next one, I think we'll do, what would that be? 19? I think 19 should be pretty good. We're just gonna drop the 1.5. I'm gonna drink some water. So I had to call my mom real quick. Because if I don't call her up a little bit ahead of time, before we're supposed to meet, she's gonna get there pretty late. For anyone has any Mexican parents or Mexican moms specifically, I don't know what it is, but they love to be late. So sometimes I have to remind my mom to please come on time. Because she be procrastinating. But she said that she's gonna be there at 3, so I think we should be good. I hope. I hope. All right. Let's record one more for you guys. Let's get 7 on our right. Let me take a break though. Cause if I don't take a break in between sets, it's gonna be hella fucking hard to get the same amount of reps. I end up finishing my set a little bit too early because of the stamina. So I want to make sure it's ending early because of my muscle can't lift it any longer. That's what wearing me for. So I'm gonna take maybe 30 seconds, and then we'll start this bad boy off again. Let's do it.
Oh, that's so fucking hard. Oh, yeah, that's strong.
Yeah.
I'm still in pain. I'm ready. My back is kind of like crappy here because I'm laid out. But it's feeling better. All right, I'm ready. Some bullets.
All right, that was it. I'm gonna see you for 2 more. I'll see you guys for the post. Okay. Let's see how it's looking. All right, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we did today. Let me try to fix my tank top a little bit, actually. Man, you know how I was telling you guys in the car truck how I was anticipating for the gym not to be as packed, and then we got here and it was so fucking packed. I feel like I'd be jinxing it sometimes. But thankfully it kind of died down a little bit towards the end, so we didn't have to really wait for much or scope anything out super crazy. All right. Your shoulders are looking really juicy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Let's take a look at the back. See how things are looking. Look at the shoulder real quick. Man, shoulders have been shouldering. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's go home. We're gonna go eat with my parents to celebrate a little bit of Father's Day a little bit early. So we're gonna go to a Mexican restaurant, man, and eat some good food. I'm super excited. That's post workout, so we're gonna be filling up our body with much needed energy that we need after destroying our back and shoulders today. Man, anyways, I hope everyone had a good weekend, had a good Father's Day. Hopefully, you guys spend it well. You got to hang out with your dads and your families. Remember to stay consistent and don't skip your cardio. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for some legs, biceps, and forearms. I be forgetting sometimes. I don't even gonna lie to you guys.